Welcome back. Welcome back. Now we're getting into my favorite part of YNAB targets. So, with targets, you're essentially assigning a monthly goal for every category. So, as you go through this section and organize your categories, I want you to think, how much money do I need for each category per month? So, we're going to think about this on a monthly basis, right? So, how much money do I need for each category per month? Let's get started. Okay, so you're back in YNAB. So by now you have completed your budget category planner, you've moved your budget category planner information, you placed that into YNAB, and now you're ready to assign a target for every category. In the interest of time, I've already assigned a target for every category except for these four. So we're going to go through these together, and I'm going to explain the three target types that you're actually going to use. So just to make this easy to follow, I'm actually going to collapse these category groups. So to do that, just select the little arrow here at the top next to each category group. So we'll do that really quickly. And awesome. Okay, so let's bring back that budget category planner. All right. So on our budget category planner, I actually have Apple Cloud marked as NFS. So that's needed for spending. It's due every single month. So this is usually the most common target type because most bills are paid monthly, right? So you're going to use this target type when you want to spend up to a certain amount every month. So the key feature of this target type is that if you don't spend all of your assigned funds in the current month, the remaining amount will roll over to the next month, and you're essentially accomplishing rule four, which is aging your money. Okay. So here's how we're going to enter that into YNAB. So you're going to select Apple Cloud. So on the right hand side, you'll see the little target box and you want to click the plus sign. Okay. You see where you'll find needed for spending. You enter that amount and when it's due. So in this case, Apple Cloud is $2 a month and it's due on the 16th. So scroll down, get the 16th, and done. You've created your first target. That's easy, right? So YNAB is great because every time you create a target, you'll see your target in line with your category. So you'll know what the monthly goal is for this category. Our next category is stuff I forgot to budget for. So our budget category planner says we want to put 48.91 aside every month just in case. So the spreadsheet is meant for you to think in terms of monthly terms, but I want to show you that weekly target type. So I have this marked as NFS or needed for spending, and it's due every week. So this target type is going to prompt you to assign a certain amount to a category every single week. So you're going to choose which day of the week you would like to have this funded. So remember our friend coming to town for sushi in rule three, right? So you never know. You just want to be prepared just in case. And we're going to do that now. So it's the same process as before. You're going to click stuff I forgot to budget, click the little plus sign, need it for spending. But in this case, you're going to put 48.91. You're going to click the weekly. And I want it every Thursday. And we're going to click done. All right. So by now, I'm confident you're understanding the power of YNAB and how it's going to transform your finances, right? Because you believe in it so much that you prioritize and created a category for it. So there are no excuses. So as of this recording, YNAB has monthly and annual plans. So if you truly want to practice good financial habits with YNAB, you're going to be on an annual plan and you're going to budget accordingly. So with this annual plan, there are two ways to enter this. So we can use the needed for spending yearly target, but for the purposes of demonstration, we're going to use the savings balance target. So using the savings balance target, you're telling YNAB you want to have a certain amount of money in a category at some point in the future. So there are actually two ways to do this. There's with or without a date assigned, and I'm going to show you both. So it's essentially the same process here. So you're going to click YNAB, click the little plus sign, scroll down till you get to savings balance. Now, according to my budget category plan, I need 133. So we're going to start without a date and I'm going to save it. So YNAB won't assign an actual dollar figure. It'll just say eventually, and at some point in life, you will need 133. So it's not my favorite, and I highly suggest every category have a goal and an end date in mind, right? So we're gonna do that now. So in the top right, you're just gonna click edit. You're gonna enter that due date. So you're gonna click this little box, and for the month, we're gonna say October 2023. Sorry, July 2023, and save. Okay, so you'll see my monthly goal to reach my target by the next due date. And just know that this actual number will adjust based on how near or far away the goal date is, right? And how much is assigned in that category. So as you can see, I haven't assigned anything in April. So if I neglected the category and we go to May, so let's go to May. Okay. YNAB will update and it'll tell me I need to add more funds this month so that I can stay on track with my goal. So this is perfect if you're saving for something major like a down payment on a home or new furniture, something like that. So let's scroll back. But yeah, that's another really cool feature of YNAB. It helps you stick to your financial goals. All right, all right. Let's look at that monthly savings builder. So this is the simplest target type. So when you set an amount using this target, you're telling YNAB you want to assign a certain amount to that category every single month, no matter what happens. This is great for expenses where you don't really know what the amount is going to be, but you want to be prepared for it if you need to. So remember our auto repair example from Rule 2. So this would be good for home repairs, medical expenses, which you can see I already have these categories and targets in here. So I personally have this as a debt category because it makes sense to me, right? So you're entering information based on your own personal budget and what makes sense for you. Okay. So our budget category plan says we want $1,000. So it's the same process. We're going to click debt, plus sign, scroll down to the monthly savings builder. We're going to add 1,000 and save. That's it. Congratulations. If you made it this far, you did it. You successfully created your budget. You should be really proud of yourself, actually. You created a financial plan using the Inspire Estates budget category planner. You got clear on your monthly and true expenses. You set a target for every single category. You're on your way to becoming a budgeting pro and achieving your goal of financial freedom. Now, let's set up those accounts.